It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway on a Monday night. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Switch up.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1, and they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002, but you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of
to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
Ready? Waiting.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Couple of plays set them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Watson now to throw. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You got it. You got it.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Hey, you set. 19. Record. Hey, pick it up.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson, and a catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Watson, looking for that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray. 54 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Looks good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You see it all day. Pick it. Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game. And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. to throw on third down. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Watson, off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 81 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A 1st down carry now for Miller. Miller with a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 44 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to the score, Saints 41, Texans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
95, 56. Here, 21, 21.
It's third down and 4.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. A busy night continues for Kamara. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Flushed out right. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
47. Check, 47.
Watson on third down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Kamara. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Watson on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.